Hey everyone, it's K-Cat. So I wanted to go on a walk before it started to downpour, and I think I made pretty good headway. Um, Today it's just, yeah, obviously it's Monday. I had to work. Um, Everything was fine. Actually, it was pretty awesome because I actually got to sleep last night, and a decent sleep at that. So I was wired when I got up. Um, but other than that, during what really amazed me was when I was at work, I was actually talking to someone, and it was one of our regulars that usually come in. And what people don't know is I've been at the same job for almost 2 years. So I've been at Subway for almost 2 years now. And in July will be 2 years. And uh, this regular was my first customer 2 years ago. And I hadn't seen them for a while, and it it, it was kind of like, I guess it was a reflective Monday for me because all of the people that came in remembered me from when I first started. And it was awesome because this person took me back to that moment. And it was awesome because if you have ever been on my channel, or, you know, obviously you're watching this video. So, but if you have seen my previous videos, I lost my son 3 years ago to SIDS. And what people don't know is I don't really talk about my son at all. It's not because it constantly hurts if I talk about him. It's just I don't bring up those feelings anymore, because the whole situation as a whole was horrible. Um, and I can honestly, and like I told the lady, uh, the regular customer, she's like, "How do you do it?" And I was like, "Well, first of all, I don't talk about them. And second of all, I just live my day, live my days without worry because I know where my son is." And she's like, "Well, why don't you talk about him?" The thing with losing a child or losing anybody at that time, everybody has opinions. And with me, my son passed away from SIDS. So the first, I will automatically tell you, the first year was really hard for me. I was, I tried to be a hermit. And not only that, but everywhere that I went to, everybody wanted to talk about my son and how he died. And actually, um, it was not only, the severity of it, but it was who I was hanging out with too. Once I got rid of all of the toxic shit in my life, meaning my ex and all of his drama, I didn't have to talk about it anymore. I wasn't forced to talk about my son and rehash memories like my ex wanted me to. And that was his tactic. That's just part of him being a narcissistic person. Once you walk away from that, life is relatively peaceful in my little world. Um, and yeah, so today was just remembering how far I've come, and to have that customer, um, she wasn't rude about it. I loved it. I loved it. She looked me up and down and she goes, "You know what? You look really good." You are happy. Uh, you just bring so much light. And I'm not going to lie, that teared me up a little bit because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to, since I've been working so much, I'm not used to all of the positive feedback. I just get up, put on my uniform, and I go. So having her, sit with me or actually stand there with me and talk about my son. And when she saw that I was a little agitated, she's like, okay, that's fine. You don't have to go any further because I do have limits on when I do talk about Ridley. And I've learned that if I talk too much about him, then I start crying like a blubbering idiot. So today was really awesome because when I came home, my sister and I were talking, and she's like, look at you. You know, she sat there with me in the living room and she's like, look at you. If you actually think about it, I'm fine. And for those of you who have lost a family member, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a child, a mom, a dad, your grandma, your pet, because they're family too. Um, the first year is always hard. Um, and with me, it was 10 times harder until I actually, like I said, I walked away from my ex, walked away from drama. And then, last year was kind of like my redemption phase where I got the job, where I was basking in the whole, I've been at my job for a whole year, you know, and, just making sure that my bills are paid on time, making sure that I pay my dues uh, when I do something, um, and whatnot. So it's one of those things where, you know, today it was just, okay, Kit Kat, you need to sit down and you need to realize where you're coming from. And I must say, since Ridley's passing is June 14th, so, that's next month. And I have a really awesome thing going on. I want to do a giveaway, actually a couple of giveaways in the month of June. So be on the lookout for that because you don't know when that's going to happen. Actually, I know one date. um, but yeah, so today was just reflection mode for me. And I can honestly say that when you lose somebody, it does get better. It really does. Like, I might look like I have bags under my eyes. Yeah, they are. I could probably pack a suitcase, but that's because I work a lot. And I don't make $1,000 paychecks by sitting around on my butt. Minus this time because I'm on a swing. So there. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make a vlog about it because I realized that if I'm going through all this shit, somebody out there on my channel is probably doing the same thing. And it doesn't matter if it can be any situation that you walked away from or that had happened. I had a couple of situations that happened, if I can ever talk today. Um, losing my son, losing my mom, losing, my comfort zone, you know, what many people, you know, don't realize is that, yes, my son was 4.5 months old, but I was also with a narcissistic dumbass and I had to get away from him. And after I walked away from him, I had to start at square one. I had, you know, I was limited on funds I was just starting my Avon business, which, by the way, that's really, yeah, my business is, whew, I can actually pay my bills on just that alone. Um, but I don't want to. I actually like working. I have a purpose, whereas 3 years ago I thought there was no purpose for me. Um, I I wasn't I can honestly say that after my son's passing, suicidal was never, suicide was never had never popped into my head. Maybe, okay, I lied. Maybe once or twice, but I had so much going on, and like once I let go of something else came into my life that was like 10 times better. And so I think it was God's way of saying, nope, we're not, no, your son is with me, he's fine. And I think the reason why I was able to let go of the whole situation at a faster pace is because I knew where he was going. I knew where his soul was at. I know, you know, but um, there was also a lot of limitations on me, and I did put those boundaries up. Shortly after, like I said, a year after he passed, I was afraid to talk to people about my son's death. And every now and then, um, it all starts because of that. That is usually a sure way of getting me to talk about Ridley, because um, people ask about it, and then they realize what it represents, and then you see the sadness in their eyes, and the pity party that they want to throw you. And it's like, dude, he passed like 3 years ago. You know the pity party has done. The pity party, woe is me part is done. So sorry, I have no idea why my voice just wanted to stop all of a sudden. But even that, I can't really talk about them because I get choked up. I literally get choked up. My body, that's how I am. So, but yeah, next month will be 3 years. And like I said, if I make it look easy, it's because I have a lot of distractions. So, yeah, I've been doing really good on this video without crying. For the past couple of videos, I have been doing good without crying. So, yeah. So, but it's good to cry. I think I'm going to get off of here. I'm just going to sit here and ride out the tears. But yeah. God, I hate crying. But I can honestly say these are happy tears, because I look much worse when I'm doing ugly crying than trying to hold them back. But yeah, I just wanted to, to do a vlog. I'm still on this journey. I'm still me, but there are days where I just reflect and, see how far I've come. And I know I'm well loved and everything. So yeah. Yeah. And don't worry, I'll talk about more about him. I know talked about Ridley in some of my videos. You'll have to scroll, like, scroll down. But yeah, like I said, I don't talk about Ridley as often, mainly because of the emotional state that it brings me. So I will see you in the next vlog. Maybe it's because I'm hungry too. I think I'm gonna feed my face now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna feed my face and just chill out and relax. So, I will see you in the next vlog.